All right, everybody, welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And today we got my boy Miles right here.
Yeah, what's good?
We got Saint Sinclair here too. You know, 804 episode 28. What's good, y'all?
28, man. That's crazy, man.
It is.
Yeah, man.
You got the quote of the day for us, Alex?
Jesse got that quote of the day.
I thought
Jesse,
you said you had it.
Nah,
We
you said
just
you.
talked about this shit.
Bro,
outside,
chill,
next to the
bro.
fountain.
Bro.
Y'all niggas got
This nigga is
prepared for this.
wild.
Right now, I got
This
you.
nigga is wild. This nigga is wild.
Nah, actually.
Nah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Unless
okay.
you was gonna walk it.
Well, it's more of a little story.
Then do that at the end. Then do it. And I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
So says when you replace why is this happening to me with what is this trying to teach me, everything shifts. So I read that quote. What was it? What's today? Tuesday. So I read that shit. What, Sunday? So yeah, because sometimes, you know, if it rains outside, I prayed it. I swear, like if God had like a hotline of how much I say, God, Leah, man, where the God? Come on, God. Like I know this nigga would be like, bruh, shut up, man.
Yeah.
Like legit. But
Yeah.
you know, but once you be like, you know what, hey, how can I change this? Or what is it, what is it making me going through? What's the reasoning for it? Mm-hmm. It changes your outlook on it. It kind of makes you invite that, adversity or whatever's going on, whatever's being thrown in your way. So that was a little thing for the week,
I feel
a
you.
little positivity.
Most definitely.
All right.
Word.
Bet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Solid.
So, like I said, our guest, Miles, Saint Sinclair. So, I got to ask, what's good with y'all, during this whole coronavirus stuff?
Man, we have already been in the crib 24/7, so this ain't nothing new. But right now, we're actually, I was going to say, if I start talking now, we're just going to lead into it. I don't know. We're working on music. We're definitely working on music, so that's what's up with us.
Yeah.
So, anything new? Any new projects?
I think he might have more details that he can give about new projects.
Yeah, I saw something on y'all story. I think it was yours. So,
Yeah, Sinclair out now. It's a mixtape predominantly of his beats. We got one 804 producer, God, on there. Shout out God. Dope producer.
Yeah, that's my man.
Okay.
But yeah, out now. Dropped about 2-3 months ago now almost.
Yeah, yep.
But yeah, it's predominantly all of his beats. My debut mixtape project as Saint Sinclair. For those who don't know, we was in a music group before that, and got that out, pushing that, and I actually have a new mixtape coming very soon to do a part 2 to that.
Hey, I'll be out. I'll be on the lookout for that one.
Yeah, the follow-up is going to be very crazy. I think with the first one, we were talking about it a little bit yesterday. My personal opinion, it was a lot of anticipation on our end with the first one. We put a lot of pressure on it. And with this next project, we're already having more fun. So I just hope people have a good time listening to it and whatnot.
Yeah. We can drop that stuff in the description, too. Yeah, so we got you.
So, y'all are like, just a duo now, or?
Not necessarily. We don't work exclusively with each other, but a majority of our bodies of work do involve each other. And for me, a lot of that is, would be, it's a certain type of, I don't rap, right? I used to rap, but there's a certain type of music that I am trying to work on now. And everybody's awesome. Everybody does their own thing. But I end up going to him for most of the beats that I want people to rap on. So we're not a duo per se.
like his sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, and then as far as he goes, he definitely, not as many features from producers or artists, but his sound is like outside of mine as well. Like we have our own distinct sounds, but they complement each other. So we do work together a lot.
Okay. Like a good partnership, I would say.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Like a business partner.
And I mean, we learned how to do it at the same time. We literally have like, and I mean, so like, and Drew knows too, like we've known each other for forever. So
Yeah, y'all went to Verona, didn't y'all?
well, Rolf, and then, but like when you learn to do this type of stuff together, and we do it similarly. So that's why we've been doing it, for so long.
So I got to ask, like, what is y'all, as far as rapping and producing, who is y'all biggest inspiration?
Ourselves. Because again, we taught ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We really did teach ourselves. Like, I can't say I really looked at another dude. And shout out to 50 Yen. I would never disrespect 50 Yen, though.
I got to get Willie on here, too.
No, for real. Mm-hmm. And when he gets on here, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm the reason you on there. But, he put all of our generation onto, like, a lot of stuff between, like, being an independent artist, how to make the music, and what good music sounds like.
Yeah, he really was the first one. He really did show us a lot, man, for real.
Is he still in D.C.?
And
I believe so.
Yeah, probably he's out here making moves. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's got an executive job. He wears a suit and tie. But it's good. It's good, though, because, I mean, he's a brilliant mind. He's got to put it to use.
A&R 50.
Hey, I got to hit him up.
For sure.
So, okay.
Jesse.
Piggybacking off the conversation I had about like collaborations, I'd say I see like a bunch of your short animations, cartoon stuff. You always collab with different people, whether it's artists and stuff like that. I'd say, what's your favorite part about collabing with different artists, different animators and stuff like that? It seems like you go through different ones almost every post. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I have some unreleased stuff with some other people that's supposed to come out soon. I like, for me as a person, not as an artist, because I mean, I'm a person and an artist. I love supporting artists. So a lot of sometimes I'll commission people, and obviously I won't go into detail to which ones. Sometimes I'll commission people, sometimes people hit me up, but I like working with artists and supporting artists and having, a lot of people talk about like, oh, I like the vibe, I like to collaborate. I'm the type, and I kind of like Kanye because he'll be like, yo, do what you do best with this. Like, I'm not going to even give you instructions. We have a homeboy that's a designer. I gave him some jeans, and Welsh was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Sinclair was like, yo, what's the style for the jeans? I was like, you know me, I don't fucking know. I told him snap. You know what I'm saying? So if I collaborate with somebody, I'm like, snap. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I feel you. I don't want to do your thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so I just love to see people snap. That's like why I give him beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell this nigga how to rap. He gon' and then bring it back, and I'm like, yeah.
Sidebar. Second guest in a row we've had that did a collab with Malik Rap.
Right. I was thinking that. Yeah.
We had him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, another one. Yeah.
He did.
Literally back to
He
back.
did the artwork for
Lord Sleazer.
Yeah.
That's the homie. Jelani is the homie.
So
Yeah, I got some one-of-one Radford pieces, but they're not for sale though. We signed a contract, so I can't sell them.
Oh, y'all signed a contract.
Yeah, my man's official. He official, bro. He official.
Man, solid.
Jones said Big K. Big Kmart. Yeah, not even with the K still on the Joe Alice. You know the Joe don't even light up the boys.
Yeah.
K.
Is it open? Yeah.
Solid, man.
This parking lot is closed. Get the fuck out of here.
I be passing by that Jane all the time.
Right.
Yeah, dead ass. What inspired? I guess not inspired. I guess both. Like, what made you want to produce? Like in the beginning, like you taught yourself, and then what made you want to rap? Like in just the very beginning, I would say.
So I'll do mine, and I'll keep mine brief, and then hand it off to him.
Okay.
But because he'll go more into detail about us rapping. Right. We learned to rap before we did anything else.
Right.
We both have like production skills and obviously rap skills and stuff like that, but we were rapping first. And what really led us to do that was these guys were freestyling. When I first linked up with them, they were freestyling, and I didn't freestyle as much. I did some writtens, but freestyling was just so fun. Like, and it was the culture. Because they were in the band and whatnot, so like it was a culture of like making music and kind of like on the fly having fun with it.
Right.
And so we'd be hanging out.
Yeah.
I have these writtens, they have these freestyle. Well, it wasn't always like that, but like once you heard a nigga rap, like you know what it's like being young.
Yeah.
The first time you're able to show someone like I'm comfortable with saying like, all right, this is my rap. You want to hear it real quick? We were all and since then it was like blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we was just four niggas that was like, yo, you want to hear me rap? And then we rapped and I was like, bro, I love that shit that you just did.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So,
that's what's up.
And we're gonna do this every weekend.
Right. Yeah.
Doing much else,
Bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And then from there, my bad. And then from there, we did our stint of our group stuff. And when the group, everybody has to pursue their own freedoms and their own happiness. And so when the group did kind of dissolve, I found that my talents were better spent producing, and specifically producing to make sure he had hot ass beats.
Right.
Because I'm like, if we're gonna still do the shit, it's like I still want to have some hot ass songs made if I'm not gonna rap on them. So I'm gonna just make the beats.
Right. And just I guess just asking, like, is the group still cool pretty much? Like, is everybody okay?
To be specific, are we talking about the three groups? We're not, yeah.
And then he could tell the legacy of kind of the group and his journey in it. So.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, the group was 4 of us, but we all family. Like we was fam before we even started rapping. Those the guys.
So it wasn't nothing personal or
no.
Man, y'all ain't no fun. I want some beef. I want some. We trying to get
It's like what I'm saying. They still the team.
So my Powerball back in 4th grade.
Just because they don't rap no more, you know what I'm saying? Like that's still a team. Like
right.
Like everybody ain't like everybody ain't gotta rap. You know what I'm saying?
And even Los, like our man's Los, who will see this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Los, and Days. But like Los still raps, but he only does his for himself. And that's what we respected too, was like, all right, if you're in a group, you're like, y'all are a group.
Right.
And let's say you just decide you only want to do podcasts once a month. So you might have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
That's a good idea, for real. I'm fucking.
David Ruffin ass.
I see David Ruffin. He was like, I am the group, and y'all ain't going nowhere.
From the jump. You're right.
David Ruffin and the Temptation.
If it wasn't for my voice,
so I made y'all asses. I was like, oh,
I got sunshine on the cloudy day.
I was like, didn't he come later?
You got it, Ruff.
But it is okay for groups to, because that's what Wu-Tang Clan did.
Boys broke up too.
Yeah. That's what the fucking Justice League does. The Justice League don't need to be in the same ship all the fucking time. Them niggas go.
It's way bigger than the rap shit, man. Like they can go on to pursue things that will help us and provide avenues for everything.
Right.
Legit.
So I ain't gonna hold them.
Might do like a J1 Day 1 reunion tour.
Don't let him fool you, bro. He was in like 6th grade writing the craziest raps you ever heard a 6th grade rap, bro. No cap. Like he was in 6th grade making music and like having full mixtapes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And them Jones was like hard. It made me want to rap how hard he was rapping, and now he don't even rap no more.
Shit, we might have to dig this back up.
No cap. Some of the first mixtapes still on that pip. You know what I'm saying? If you know,
I got that.
You got dig and that shit.
That's how you know you got dig.
But like he really had bars, yo. Like crazy.
You might see Drew's mixtape in there. I wouldn't be sure. Wherever his ass at. Drew Brees. This is what I made. What? Yeah.
See, the funny thing about Isaiah is I had gym with him in 9th grade. So, he wasn't doing none of this when we were sitting in the bleachers in gym class. It was like,
people used to tell me I couldn't rap. I was trying to go hard too. And now I'm like the only one rapping. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah.
It's better than ever, and it's going greater than ever, man. I've been making moves that I've never made before.
Right.
With people I ain't never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's only up from here. We're gonna keep pushing. Sinclair Part 2 coming soon.
And I guess my question to y'all would be, like, what has been the best thing about y'all progression throughout the last couple years?
It's been on our own time, and it's been on like, because we get to make our own mistakes, fumble through them, and learn through them shits. Because everybody's just gonna get to where they're at from like learning from the process and learning, you know what I'm saying, how to go forward. Everybody doesn't have a mentor, and I'm gonna keep standing on that too. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are like independent, but like if you're
showing us how to do this shit.
Right. If you're really independent, and there's independent artists out there, and they would vouch for it. They'd be like, yeah, dude, you have a big homie, but your big homie don't know how to do this shit. So the biggest part of our progress has been like us really internalizing that we have made this progress ourselves and that we've learned these lessons fully. So like we know, you know what I'm saying, like I really know some shit now.
Right.
Like you get out there and you like learn some shit for real. Like, a lot of people think it's just the internet and like just getting lit on the internet. Like, nah, man, you get on the ground and like you gotta meet people and you see shit. It's an experience for sure.
I look at like the internet and like social media as like the tool, like, to like get you like.
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't look at it like that though.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that's it.
Right, no, because that doesn't give you the skills. Like, you could blow up, but if you don't know anything, then it's like...
It's a lot. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And then...
Burn out eventually.
Yeah. Or else someone's teaching you when you get to that stage. There's got to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at that point, how independent are you? How much autonomy over your career do you have?
Yeah, you need the label, or you need the person, or you need whatever you're signed to hold you. Yeah, up there. Yeah, with that audience that you've made.
Right. But all the people that we're fans of, and I mean, it's not like we don't want to get on here and be like, yo, fuck niggas. Like, we're fans of independent artists. Like, some of our favorite people we listen to are people that are self-made, and that's, you know what I'm saying, seeing them be able to do it, we're like, I'm gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
Hey, self-made, right here.
Oh, I'm weak. Yeah.
Everything we do.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, it's solid. We've had help and things like in general, but like it was.
We've had to learn along the way too.
Oh yes, yeah.
And because nobody wants to see you succeed the way you do, unless you're surrounding yourself with people
Nobody
likewise.
can see the way you want to succeed. Yeah, it's you. Yeah.
No one sees the behind the scenes of.
Yeah.
A lot of work to put in, man.
Speaking of that, actually, I say, what's the biggest misconception you think you have about producers, or what's the best, what's the thing people get wrong most of the time? Because it's a very kind of behind the scenes jobs, but nowadays it's not as much behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Producers got
I'm
tags.
the producer.
I'm the producer, nigga. I'm the rapper. Yeah.
No.
Speaking of that, actually, it was a story about Pierre Bourne.
Yeah.
Like you heard about this story. Him and Trippie Redd are going at it because he's overcharging for beats now.
Yeah, I seen.
Granted, we don't know the underlyings of that, but there's a lot of things that go into it. Yeah.
Nah. Misconceptions about producers. That's funny. This is like oxymoronic. The misconception is thinking you could put them in a bucket. They're just like rappers. You'd be like, well, is he a trap rapper? If so, yeah, he's gonna steal your beat. Is he a bubblegum rapper? If so, yeah, he's gonna get you a bunch of follows and might not. It's every type of rapper has nuances about them, and every type of producer has nuances about them equally.
It's basically staying out of those, basically.
Yeah,
or portraying that you're not in.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot for everybody. It's a lot of. I think some producers are shiesty. I just assumed producers were like me, like good people. And then I started to see some shady shit, and I was like, oh, shit, I see why some people don't fuck with some niggas. But, yeah, misconceptions is just assuming that they're all alike, because all of these dudes are different. Pierre Bourne, he's very individual in my eyes because he still raps. So he's still at a point where
people say he's very selective about certain beats, and he's selective about timing and everything. But you're right. You know what? It's funny. I never thought about that until you just thought about it. That makes perfect sense because most artists are real itsy bitsy about their stuff.
And you can't. 3 producers: Pierre Bourne, Metro Boomin, P Diddy. What the fuck do they have in common? Nothing. But they're all producers, right? So it's like you got to address that firstly. P Diddy is the type of producer to actually be like, yo, I really like that beat, Nick. Put my tag on it, sell it to Alex. Pierre Bourne's the type of nigga to be like, yo, rap on that joint. You rap on that joint? I'm going to rap on this beat myself.
Hey, almost there. Yeah, killing that joint.
Metro Boomin, and I hate that I'm using bad examples, but just to be fair, and Metro Boomin is the type to be like, oh, that last beat I made worked, so I'm going to make that again. So but they're all extremely fucking talented and their beats fucking fire as shit. So don't.
We're talking about them right now,
right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Alex out for it.
Don't make it seem like I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of these guys. They're good.
No, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that answers the question or gets people to start to think more about like, okay, well, maybe I was just thinking this guy was like that, or maybe I'm just seeing this angle of them.
One other thing I want to ask, you is what was your favorite venue to rap at?
Word, man, I remember our first show at the Camel, man. That shit, that's probably just the most memorable venue. You know what I'm saying? I've done a couple house parties, a couple other venues and stuff, but like just because it was like we were like in 10th grade with it.
Well, that was the alley. That was the alley, and then
the alley. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Oh,
which is right. It was
the same type of vibe.
Yeah. Right. It was the top, and then the alley. But see, the alley is more notable because they do Smack URL events. Shout out Smack URL. If any of y'all are,
of course, yeah.
Right. So they actually have real events there. Camel, fuck the Camel. If you're a black artist, don't support them. But Yeah, we had some good
We'll
shows.
get into that. I don't know. I've been there only once, so yeah, get into that.
Because
we
we got time.
Yeah,
so.
get into that. I'm all.
No, just poor management. I can tell you a couple cases where I have a friend. I'll leave him unnamed because I don't know if this is professional or not. But I have a friend. He's well off. He and my brother are business partners. They had went and had a couple events with the Camel, and it's just a very basic ass scenario of a white man not really respecting the rap culture or affording them the same opportunity.
A lot of that here.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we've seen you guys have all these other shows where you let all this other shit fly, but as soon as some black dudes come in here and we want to book the venue, we've got all these stipulations, like you want to sell the tickets and keep the money from the sales, and you want your security at the door. You've only made one opportunity for us to make money off this event. Yeah. Like people, they'll fuck you each way. You know what I'm saying? If you let them. And so we will, and we're working on it. I know a fella that's, and as soon as it's finished, I'm gonna make sure everybody gets his information and pulls up. But I know a dude that's working on having a music lounge on Broad Street right now.
Oh, word.
And he's got ties to music groups, and he's planning on having big. We're gonna make the change. We're gonna see the change.
That's what I have to do.
The change comes from the inside.
For sure. But but the Camel was really fun to perform at because they do have elevated stage, is nice indoors.
Yeah, like the bars and stuff. Yeah, I guess I've been there like once for like some of it. Yeah.
Oh, word.
But like I kind of can see what you mean, but granted, I'm not gonna say like I know like that.
No, it's typical, and I mean we're in Virginia.
Yeah. 804 podcast.
Yeah. J1 Day 1, you know.
Yellow Bellow hat.
I'm gonna keep dropping that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tag. Yeah.
Cancel.
So
Look, we can't get into our YouTube account anymore.
And then my man Al's guy dropped the apology video. Look, y'all.
Yeah, I can suit up. Yeah.
To a lot of notifications.
Your views would go up. Honestly, that type of that's how people get it up. You know.
Hacked. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did just get hacked. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got hacked, y'all. So.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be a big ass nigga named Hack.
Yeah. Yo.
Nosferatu said that. Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, streets is tough. Actually, I did a little bit of digging. I don't know, it might be too far, but I saw your SoundCloud page. And like one of your most notable songs is actually one of my favorite songs by itself. Brandy, I Want to Be Down.
Yeah,
he actually remixed it.
Yeah,
he got like it was a bunch of views on it. Yeah,
yeah.
So he talks about that.
Shout out that boy Soy.
Right, yeah, he got
that
on
was
one of
bag.
them. Yeah.
Appreciate you. So,
I figured it's by a minute. Yeah.
It was a few years ago, and it seems like I have inaccuracies in my story. When I first started producing, I like to do a lot of mixes. So if I wasn't having one of my homies rap on it, I was putting these acapellas on it. I love singers, like you know what I'm saying. Right. Women have beautiful voices. I put them like
that's a good song to do it too.
Bro,
because they're different octaves.
Bro,
and, Brandy got the hell off too. That's
bro.
The only song I will sing at work. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a warehouse. Yeah, I want to be tired.
Yeah, I was just saying the runs
what
and
you
all of that
going
shit.
through?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It, but yeah, he did his thing on it. Though.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I just is really, I mean, and shout out to Selection. They put me onto a lot of stuff. That's a radio station and it's a radio station and a SoundCloud station, but it's a platform, and they play a lot of music like that. And I feel like future R&B is a wave that's catching on.
Yeah,
that really caught my ear, and I'm sure y'all, I'm listening to a lot of shit. So yeah, future R&B is about to be popping, man. It's gentrification, but that shit hard.
Yeah.
I gotta ask y'all, was it one question? Before Alex or Jesse may ask you something else. Y'all talked about 50 years.
Yeah.
And I remember he dropped, was it Blue Magic Live on SoundCloud? Yeah. That shit was. So I gotta ask, like, what does he mean to y'all as?
Oh yeah, it's not many people that we're not a disrespectful bunch of dudes, but it's not many dudes that we respect and would put on a pedestal like, hey.
That means we're pretty disrespectful.
No. I respect y'all. I walk in the room and I respect y'all because y'all doing your own shit. So I respect people after they give me merit. After it's warranted. And so 50 though, he is someone that I have seen like through and through. He has jump started careers other than just mine.
He was the first person in high school I knew that rapped.
Yeah, you know, and would put the program on your computer, like jumpstart your career. Like, really.
Yeah. He really covered a lot of ground. I don't even know how he did that. Like, he was really, like, just, like, the precursor to a lot of shit. Like he showed me a way that I could live, honestly. And then I started doing that shit. I guess you can say we look up to him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, inspiration.
Yeah, he said the opposite. Yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't say we look down on him. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, come on, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Gas him up, bro.
Man. Shout out 50.
If anything, I suggest everybody go back and check his discography if you haven't, because it's like
speaking like this, the way y'all speak, I'm
right. It's just
100%, bro.
It's just a good time. He's a fun dude. He's a
Man,
good guy.
he was doing this shit when it won't cool. Like, man,
It went like
it's always been hard to get music popping in Richmond. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Oh, that's starting to change.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Bro?
right.
He was doing that shit when nobody was doing that
Right,
shit.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Then niggas started doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I mean,
like
yeah.
you want to rap,
Yeah,
and then
yo.
For real? Yeah, yeah, after that, yeah.
Like, yo, like really doing shows in high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, other places do that shit and like get put on. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing
And
this
and
shit.
just so that it's clear though, because a big part of 50, because out of respect for him, I bring it up. The Yacht Club, he formed a group
like-
that was like, and we were talking about it. And to get specific, he formed this group. Yacht Club was probably the first group that I had seen get their music on like iTunes and Apple and have it like registered, and have T-shirts and have merchandise. And it was like
2011. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was really
type
self-made
shit,
stuff. He really wasn't, it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to just keep dropping stuff on SoundCloud. It was like, these are thought-out strategic moves. You know, my older brother is 50 years age, and my older brother worked on one of his covers. I forgot what tape it was, but, like, he commissioned an artist. Like, he was really taking his time doing his due diligence with his work early on, which is what showed younger dudes like myself, like, yeah, man, it ain't, you can do that quick one-off rap shit, but if you want it to be something, you want it to be a clean, polished package, then yeah.
I feel like that's with any art for real. And like people are starting to realize that more.
Yeah,
That's why you're starting to see independent businesses in general, like, you know, start coming up.
People
Yeah.
are tired of getting fucked, man. Like,
Oh, definitely.
It's not even like, we laugh about it, but it's like, yo, niggas been getting fucked out of,
We always say
everything.
like time's more important. So like we working day jobs. Like I'm trying to get my own. Like, you know, like I want to, you know, do my own thing. You know, like
and people have to realize it starts with one. I don't know how spiritual y'all are, but you got to manifest it. Like before I think either one of us were really spiritual, we manifested what we wanted out of life, bro. And you really have to do that. And it's corny, and you know, the white chicks post those infographics on Instagram about it, but once you say to yourself, like, yeah, I'm about to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not about to settle for anything less than this.
yeah, that's that.
You got to draw the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no less.
As long as you're in limbo, you'll always,
Right.
I got this, I could do this, then you'll always be in that middle.
Comfortable, yeah.
You
Precisely.
gotta make a move.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And this dude, Drew, I remember one time he
Oh,
looked crazy.
Oh, yeah, you come on.
This one time, my man's Drew had told me, he was like, if you're not working for yourself, you're making somebody else rich. And I really respected that. I don't know how many years ago he told me that, but I respected that when he spit that joint.
That's legit.
Only this microphone.
Yeah, Drew. Drew. No. Drew.
That's like giving the Martin Luther King quote. When Martin's coming. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Yeah. Oh, shit. I had a speech, but it's chicken grease. Yeah, it's detergent. Yeah, lemonade. It's all on it.
I straight up stole that.
I have a drizzle. Yeah, like, I don't,
Drew.
So we gonna see if y'all heard us. We gonna see if y'all heard any of that shit.
Single
Yeah.
last whisper.
We could have been lip syncing the whole time. This 804 podcast. Yeah. And what else? And another thing is, yeah. What? Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
You just don't even hear nothing. Yeah.
This is what independent production look like.
But yeah, you got starting from somewhere though. Yeah. I'm good with questions though. If you're ready. But yeah.
Hey, so, you know, get into some topics. I gotta ask, like, what is y'all, I guess, top 5 favorite songs, and what songs can y'all recite from start to finish?
songs.
Out of any,
Right.
I mean, out of any artist you've ever listened to.
Currency, Airborne Aquarium for sure. That's one.
Currency,
Yeah, big Currency fans, man.
Oh, just listen to the second Bernie's joint.
Right.
Yeah, the joint with him and Young Dolph.
Nice.
Just listen to that.
Bro, like, grew up on all that shit.
Yeah.
Currency, Dom Kennedy.
Right. I'd say, look, it's gonna be hard if you, if you would allow me to, I can rework a question that we can answer better. There's only like 5 artists that each of us would have that we recite all their lyrics through. And if we name those, I think that'd be easier. I can't even think of 5 songs. I'd be here for an hour. I'm like,
What's the people then?
The people, like, he gave one for both of us, I guess. Currency. I'm a big Wayne fan. I'm a big Kanye fan.
Wiz.
We
know
know
all
all
Wiz.
You don't even have to say it. Yeah, you don't even have to. Yeah, like come on now. Yeah, like come on.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
No,
come
but
on. Yeah.
Legitimately, though, to cover,
Yeah, the span. Yeah.
The span of his discography.
You saying Currency already kind of put you in the
right,
Wiz bag. Yeah, so that, you don't know Wiz without. Yeah.
Oh man, and 2 more people for me. I don't know. Do you have all 5?
You know what's crazy? This is the piggyback off of
Yeah.
Wiz. Hold on to my man Wiz too. We were fanboying about Wiz in middle school,
That is
Alex.
true.
This
That is
man's
true.
career is ridiculous now. I
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah,
What, from
people don't give him enough
08?
respect.
We were
08 to 2020? Are you kidding me now that I think about
Facts.
it? It's the same Wiz, didn't switch up, hit Amber Rose, and didn't go crazy. Are you kidding me right now? Are you, when you really think, when you think about it, this man came in the game, level-headed, never got like, that's crazy. But go ahead, that's crazy.
As
that,
part
yeah.
of what I consider well, never mind. If you're part of a core fan base, you're always going to be part of that fan base. So I'm obviously not part of Wiz's core fan base. But the fan base I was part of, he never sold out, but he did evolve his sound to a more larger market, to a larger market. And I never hated him for that. Like you said, got Amber Rose. Like, bro, why would you know that you could be an international rap star and just stick with domestic? It don't make sense. So Wiz took that.
And it's so crazy. Even my dad was bumping Wiz at a certain time. So like you could show like
Black and Yellow
right
was
yeah
legendary.
man was it Burgundy maroon and yellow
Oh, yeah.
because we used to play for Henning. Like back in rec league. And remember, well, first of all, everybody remixed that song. Everybody, blue and green, like everybody that version of that shit. Black and yellow, I know the Steelers thing. Or
Right,
Snoop
and I went
did,
to
I
Holland
think,
Springs, so they just did black and
yeah, black and yellow. Niggas tried to fit burgundy or maroon and yellow in
I'm like,
out.
too many syllables.
Yeah. Lavender and yellow, lavender. Like it doesn't. Yeah, let it go.
And
Wiz did it
turquoise,
best.
yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, Wiz. Another person like that I say is like Chief Keef. Like, how do you stay? Like, he obviously Wiz a little bit longer, but still, like, how did you like? That's crazy.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think Chief.
I was like, Chief Keef really like he got on his shit for real. And
Yeah. And I was just talking about like I saw an interview like when he said when he moved from Chicago, that pretty much changed everything.
Right.
That put him in a space where he could just focus on music and like he produces now. Well, he's been producing, but now he's getting You see videos about it, and you see like because he did like some stuff on Uzi's album and stuff like that.
He made one of his artworks recently. Like, he made his
Yeah, he's
artwork.
very artsy. Like I didn't like he has like artwork in his crib and shit like that he's done. Like
People don't give him enough
Yeah.
credit.
The thing is,
Chief
I want to
Sosa.
call Chief Keef incredible, and I really, if we focus too hard on it, we're just going to play into the stigma that people that look like us aren't naturally that talented. We are multi-talented.
We shouldn't be just surprised about it.
shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
you're
That's
right.
what-
You're right.
and I'm
You're
so
right.
disappointed when we keep
You're right.
saying, "Oh, Chief Keef can make beats and draw." I'm like, well, he's not a dummy.
You're right.
Like he's a, you know what I'm saying?
He's here for a reason. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I super respect Chief Keef. And I don't want to keep going back to Kanye. I feel like saw what Chief Keef was on, and again just saw like, yo, this. I'm gonna remix this. Kanye takes people's shit. He was like, I'm gonna remix this nigga shit, and Chief Keef never needed Kanye. He would have grown on his own, but Kanye just wanted to try to contribute. And I feel like Chief Keef has never switched on his core fan base, and so it's like when you do stuff like that, you win people's hearts, man.
Yeah. And then I was like, I think I like watching like, you know, biographies and documentaries about people. So I saw like how he would do different label deals, and, you know, because, you know, when he first signed Interscope, oh, I'm on Interscope, it's over, I'm on, you know, 50 and all them, and Eminem and all them, you know, I'm on, it's over, yeah, Steve and all them. But then like how he went to other deals, but either way, like you said, he always kept his core base.
Yeah.
So you can go to any office, you can go to anywhere and just be like, all right, cool, I'll sign for a year, and then whatever. Yeah, well, if it goes wrong,
And
yeah.
that's how he was able to maneuver. Because
Right.
all these other people was like, oh, like even fucking, we don't know all the stipulations, but it's like even Drake, like, how many albums did you owe them? How many mixtapes?
Good
Wasn't
goddamn
he
like on a
question.
6 album
Yeah,
deal?
yeah. Birdman and them are good. Yeah, they're good off of him. They're good off of Drake right now. They're made their money. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, Birdman Jr. Yeah, like yeah, they're
so
good.
shout out to Chief Keef for even knowing how to maneuver through this shit.
Right.
Like, because he could have easily
Could have
been caught
faded
up in-
away. Yeah, a designer. Faded away, yeah. Like, granted, yes, he's more talented designer, but still, that shit, you know, label politics, it doesn't take much
And
for a
Lil
good
Wayne went through
talent.
the same stuff.
Thank God,
Bro,
and
yeah.
thank God he still got out. Yeah, thank God he still gave us music through that. Yeah,
Bro,
thank
lit.
God. Yeah.
Core fan base.
Yeah.
Core
We
fan
needed
base.
his music. He gave it to us. Yeah,
Bro.
thank God.
For real.
Cause
niggas.
some of them mixtapes could have damn sure been albums and could have made a lot more money. Yeah, like yeah. So, but yeah, this game. But you know, shout out to those pioneers that through all the bullshit they made their way. Thank God. Yeah, like, yeah.
Inspire the next
Yeah,
generation.
thank God. Like I remember sometimes I'd be like, thank God for Chief Keef that we have a Chief. Like, thank God. Like I know not to sound spiritual, but like thank you. Like those type of people are here for a reason. Like yeah, goodness gracious, man. Almighty so.
I'm a big Joey Badass fan.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
we
So,
listen to a
you
lot
know,
of Joey,
I'm
too,
still
man.
bumping
99.
1999.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's
right.
99. Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
tell, you know, Joey and all them, I'm still waiting for King Capital with Capital Steez and all them.
Right.
Yeah,
Those
rest in
verses
peace,
we didn't
Steez.
get, 'cause
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I fuck with Joey. I think I the last thing I heard from Joey was pretty tight, but I was going back listening to some MF Doom, and I think like, yo, this nigga Joey Badass was just of a different time. And I mean, we kept saying that even when he was here, but like, I listened to the 1999 tape or whatever, and I was like, yo, this shit.
That's
really-
another tape that my dad bopped. And he
Yeah,
didn't even know.
right.
Like, when my dad's bopping shit, he doesn't even know. Like, yeah, he do. Yeah, like, right. Bopping the hell out of it. I'm like, bro, he had a CD of it, actually.
Wow,
There is no CD of it, Dad, but I guess he got it. I don't know. Back in the day, burned it off of Apple Music when you could actually burn shit off of
Okay.
iTunes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So probably that shows how old that shit is. Or maybe he
Right.
burnt it off a DAT pit or something like that. Now I think about it. But
And that's dope that he went to those lengths to get
yeah,
that
but
going.
honestly,
I might
but you
have
know
to
what?
do
But
it.
what's funny though, but like he'll have it in, because my dad's like person where if he got the CD, think about it. You don't play a CD in the car if you don't fuck with every song. You're not gonna put a
Right.
CD in for
Yeah, just
22
skip
songs
over
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I remember he used to just have it playing. Like you know how you was joking about Rick Ross. Okay, if my dad listened to Rick Ross, it's gonna be the whole Rick Ross album that day. Like, you hearing all of it, yeah. So he would just have it playing. Like yeah, that's crazy. So shout out Pro Era and all that. Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember, what was it? They did that, what was it, the joint mixtape they did. What was it called again?
I know what you're talking about.
I think I do know
First,
what you're
that's when Like Water was on.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that. Joe.
It wasn't like Pro Air Nation or something. It was like,
I forget it,
I ain't going for that.
because
Right.
you know,
Niggas start the wave that be put in.
and then you got ASAP Mob out there.
Definitely
Another one.
influenced heavy as well. We when we was rapping, we was tuned into all that shit like back in
That
high
was
school
what,
and shit. Odd Future.
2013, 2012,
Like,
2014?
Yeah, from 2010 to 2014, man, we was using all
Yeah,
that.
buddy.
Mac Miller, rest in peace. And Mac Miller showed us a lot too, man.
yeah,
For real. That was back in the Wiz days, you know what I'm saying? He definitely did his thing.
You know, when niggas were, you know, wearing Chuck Taylors and had the little bond.
Cargo shorts
and they-
and
Hollister, yeah,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah,
I saw one of them little necklaces, yeah. Oh, man, with the rosaries and shit. Niggas used to be,
Little shark tooth.
bro,
Yeah,
what?
He was
The
playing.
shark tooth.
With the, yes, sir, yes,
shorts.
sir.
Girl
Yeah.
socks.
So you're not gonna say nothing about my Facebook post I just did? You're not gonna, what you mean TBH? What you mean TBH? Yeah.
Tube socks.
Oh, my
The
lord.
checkerboard
yeah.
shorts and
Mm, 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 mm.
oh
No chewing gum in class. And take off the hat, the snapbacks. Hell yeah. Snapbacks.
Mitchell and Ness snap.
That's what Tiger was popping. Oh, well, first popping. Yeah, how about, good times. Good
Niggas had
times.
this, was it the foxtail hanging?
Great. Hey, Nick, you was killing them. Yeah, God.
I forgot about those.
Nick, chill, Nick. Chill, Nick. Let me find a picture of Nick. Nick looking like Sonic the Hedgehog out here. Yeah, hell no, but do not let me
Hey,
find that.
I used to have some
Yo,
wild
why niggas
pictures.
have
That's
tails on their
tough.
pockets?
That's
That's crazy.
Yeah, pocket baby. Yeah, pocket watching. Yeah. That's
And the
tough.
G-Shock watches.
The
Hey,
colored
those are tough. Those are
I
tough
had
though.
that
Those are
every
actually tough.
color.
Man, I used to beg my mom for that shit, man. Yeah.
Everybody.
No one know G-Snot. It's like, all right, but this right, Richard Mill.
Those
Yeah.
2011, 2012, and 2013 years were.
Oh man, good times though. Yeah, good times.
Because that's when phone positives came out. Niggas
LeBron was on the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody hated that nigga to death. Oh, that was good times. Yep. Niggas on meat riding. That was a good with OKC and Durant.
Right, that's what
Oh
you
man,
2K was good.
my
I used to
nigga
use
Kobe was still balling.
I used to use the Trailblazers on that 2K because that's when they had, was it Dame and
I was a young ass
Marcus
nigga.
Aldridge and
Oh,
all that.
yeah.
That's when the Trailblazers were real.
Might have had a limping Brandon Roy on that jump. Yeah, with one leg. Yeah. Stop. I love my nigga Brandon Roy. You the GOAT, Brandon. You the GOAT. I'm bullshitting. I'm bullshitting. You got any other topics, Nick?
Pop Smoke's was it album cover got a lot
Oh
of
yeah, what the
controversy.
Virgil jump, the 50-50. Yeah, right. Ever since the niggas did the can't go Virgil with no hoe, that's the best meme I think I've seen all year, bro. That was tough.
Two Virgils with you.
I'm gonna keep it, bro. Niggas was killing my man,
I
bro.
looked at it and I was like, okay, what's wrong with it at first?
Yeah, I
It was
thought the
like-
same thing this morning.
But then I saw people like kind of other.
Or doing better
I was
ones
like,
actually.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, so this shit is really terrible.
God damn. But my thing is though, like, I mean, apparently they're gonna change it though. But you know what? I blame that on 50 and them because you shouldn't put that out. I don't know. Like if y'all thought it was that ass, then
Man, that joint was garbage.
Wait,
like, nigga said they took the Drake and Future joint and put some barbed wire in front of it.
Here's the thing with me.
Actually,
You have so many talented young artists out here.
Yeah, and that's another. It shouldn't have been Virgil probably, like in the first place. It really should. Cause why? I guess the whole music video he did with Quavo, but just you don't need Virgil for everything.
It's a lot of politics behind it. Because
Yeah.
when Virgil dropped it, he was like, this was one of the things that me and Pop talked about. But it's like, they ain't talk about if the shit was ass, if would we change it. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Virgil was grandfathered in to make that cover. Whoever was on the label head that tweeted that shit, because I read some shit like, oh yeah, we're going to make changes. I was like,
No, 50 said that, like, we didn't know it was gonna be this bad, like that type of sentiment. Whoa, what are you talking? It came out, we didn't know the movie was gonna be that ass.
Yeah.
Coming soon in theaters now, like, nigga, like so. But granted though, that was a money grab. Like they didn't need Virgil for that. Like you said, Nick, it could have been. But then again, in their defense, like Virgil did do the Quavo and Pop Smoke video, and that wasn't even that good. But so that shows that there was a relationship, and like I said, it's a money grab. Yeah, because you don't need Virgil. Like I saw the IKEA jump Virgil did, where he just made like IKEA said, collab with Virgil, we're gonna make a rug or a carpet. This nigga made the carpet, but it looks like an IKEA receipt.
Yeah.
It's like, so it says like rug, off-white carpet, yada yada yada. It says like a regular receipt, and it's a rug. It's kind of like
Breaking boundaries.
stick to the shoes or let it go. You kind of was pushing the shoes are kind of pushing the line too, but we're gonna
pushing the culture with that.
yeah, just like you said. Honestly, you could get somebody from New York, so you know what I mean.
You
It's
just
tough.
got so many young, talented
tough.
artists out here.
That's
That,
tough. That's
like
tough.
I said, I saw just regular people on Twitter
making
better,
them,
right?
yeah, like this, like
For free.
yeah, Pop Smoke, cause this, yeah,
Like,
that's
they literally knew it
tough.
was trash. They just wanted to see could they get it off, and that's where but I think, and I'm glad y'all brought it up because at first I was like, this is dumb because it's always dumb.
Yeah, of course.
But if we're thinking critically about it, it's like, bro,
That's
the
what
way
they
that
wanted.
fed us that album cover. That's how they feed us music, and it's like straight ass. And it's like, are we happy?
What you gonna say with it? Yeah, what you
That's
so
what
y'all
I'm
so y'all thinking it's ass?
saying.
Nigga, why don't you just give
That
us
was a bad
quality and then
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there.
That was a
Exactly.
bad cover.
Like, yeah, like don't draw it
At
out.
the very top, they're so disconnected from us, bro.
Yeah.
That we really have to raise the bar ourselves. And again, that's why I'm saying like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We
You know
make
what
our
I'm
People tell you we put our all into music, but once you listen to it, it's like y'all did this within 2 months.
Yeah, that's
You know, it's
like I
it's like you
said.
don't have those type of artists anymore unless. I mean, you got them
the
out there,
labels
but
are running them. You know, the labels are running them. So if I'm paying you and I'm telling you how to move, obviously you have the ability to move better, but I'm trying to see results. I have an agenda. So, and that's where we've got to, you know, that's why we're all independent. We don't want to be in that. We don't want to be in that system where you know,
controlled. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, man. And that's what it was for that cover right there.
Yeah.
That was a sad choice.
That's tough.
because isn't Young Dolph still independent?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Dolph.
Yes, sir. He is. He done been
Dolph.
turning down deals for years too. So yeah, I that's you exactly right,
And
nigga.
that shit don't get you like the front page. You don't get the
Hell
front
no!
page
Until the last minute, like niggas was just giving Nip his credit for being independent before he died. Like he's independent.
We need a lot more people doing
forever.
that to show that you know you can do it. Cause like you said, it's not highlighted, but like, bro, Dolph has made an empire off of himself, and he owns it all enough to put people on.
Yeah,
like,
signing
block.
niggas and shit,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I don't think that's talked about enough.
And it's because the people that would be talking about it are talking about the label people. So you know
I
what
hope
I'm
I
saying?
get
It's
to a certain level where I'm not talked about. Yeah,
Right.
like that. Yeah. Niggas don't talk about Jesse like that.
And a lot
Yeah,
of-
J1
a lot
Day1
of
like
these
that.
niggas
Yeah,
sign
that's
bad
tough.
contracts. That's
And
Yeah.
literally, bro. So I think we've got to go back to the basics. Like everybody respect yourself enough to like read a contract if you're gonna sign anything.
Get lawyered up.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like this shit ain't no fucking joke, man. You signing a never mind, I ain't gonna go into like because I'll be here for an hour. But yeah, people really do have to take more control of their careers. It's something that every other time Sinclair and I talk, we're talking about us being in control of our careers. Like that's how serious it is. Because if you lose focus at any point, you just start
Can't
Get
at
back
all.
at the
Yeah.
job again, pretty
Like
much.
like me and Alex always talk about the beauty of it. That, like you just said, y'all talk about it every day. Like it'll be crazy when you get there because you talked about it every day and to the point. So it really shouldn't be. Yeah. You talked about it like
Crazy.
yeah.
I was just thinking today, man. Like, I'm thinking so much about getting there that I'm never gonna like be able to go back.
Can't go. Yeah. Like what is back?
This
What
is-
is
I'm
back?
like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
all
This is
I
it.
got.
And I really just
There-
thought about it. Like,
There's no
damn,
plan
man,
B.
I'm trying to get out of this spot, but when I leave it, I'm never gonna be able to be
And like
in
I
it
always
again.
think about it like too, like it's not just about you. It's about like your kids, the
Yeah,
future, the
bro.
next generation. So it's like you owe it to the it's not just like, oh, if I fail, it's whatever. No, it's about everyone beneath you that can get inspired by you. You know,
Precisely, bro. And it comes down to like what is your pride based on? Who is your inspiration? What are you doing this for? And a lot of these cats, and we just keep saying younger cats because it's accurate though. A lot of these younger cats, their pride is placed in the wrong things.
Right,
And people aren't like, people are family men second, but they want to be a hot nigga first.
Right.
It's like, man, fuck that shit. I'm trying to be a family man. I
Yeah,
don't
the
even wanna be a hot
materialistic
nigga.
stuff, all that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it fades, but yeah.
Nah, man.
And one thing that I like about, a lot of these independent rappers, like y'all said, is they have their own distinct sound. So, like, one thing my dad always said was, how are you going to separate yourself? Because there's 100 niggas that sound just like you, but, that one nigga is going to make the biggest impact that sounds different from everybody else. So, I don't know.
What do you think?
That's just my 2 cents.
They definitely all distinct with their shit.
Niggas be fugazi. So. In conclusion, yeah. The nigga that raps up, yeah. The best rap nigga up, yeah. The best one, yeah. Jesse, wrap it up. Yeah. niggas be hating, yeah. Yeah.
He's be snakes.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like, all right. That's tough.
Real quick, like what I was talking about earlier. So, I don't know if y'all heard, young guy, 24-year-old, Larry Branch Jr. Died in a car accident. I actually got the opportunity to meet his mother. I work at Dillard, Stony Point, so I actually was shopping with her and things, and she was kind of telling me some stuff. I'm not trying to like make myself look good or anything, but I'll just go ahead and like tell you, like I paid for like some of her stuff, like that she was buying. The funeral's on Wednesday at Mims Funeral Home off of Hall Street. But yeah, it just kind of made me think. I feel like in that moment, like I was put in a position by God to like just comfort her for that moment, because she was crying and things like that, and that's a really hard pill to swallow. And one thing that really stuck with me out of like our interaction was she was saying, continue to be a blessing. And I just want to pass that forward and inspire everyone else to pass that forward. Just to continue to be a blessing to others in your life, things like that, because that really touched me. It made me think that's kind of where I got more of the like.
No, that was right on. That was right on time. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
right on. Yeah,
You're not here for just you. You're here for like like.
to be a blessing to others.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
And like another thing too is like I was talking to a friend and I was like, we're not just here, or we're still here for a reason. So like, you woke up this morning, you're still alive. Like sometimes we're like, okay, I'm not dead. So like there's a reason why I'm here, to fulfill my purpose, to pass it on, so.
Hey, we're all here on this earth for a purpose,
Right.
no matter what it is.
Right, yeah. And
So.
if you're thinking about these things, and that means something. You know what I mean? Like not everyone's thinking like we are. So that's why we gotta try harder. So yeah, that really touched me though. And my prayers go out to the family. I'm very sorry for her loss. Yeah, it's just very unfortunate. And as I'm starting to like hear how Larry was and who he was and things, I feel that connection and feel like I owe it to the world. And, we owe it to the world, all of us, as young black men and, young men in general.
You don't know your purpose on this earth until you die. That's the thing that I think about a lot too.
It's for other people.
Yeah, like when you end up going on and they speaking at the funeral, why he was here.
Mm-hmm.
Like so.
Yeah. What was your legacy? What do you want to be remembered for? And what are you gonna leave for? Not just remember, but what are you leaving for? The world. Yeah. So it's real shit.
So, hey.
So Erica Lyons, as her maiden name.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get that from you.
Y'all got any shout outs?
Yeah. So y'all got any shout outs?
No shout outs, but if I can comment on that, and then I won't hopefully drag on too long. I like what you had said there about people fulfilling a purpose. I think that right now we're in an age where everybody has to fulfill that purpose. You have to be informed. You have to take accountability, responsibility.
You gotta get humbled.
Right. The
It's
amount
tough.
of the only way that you're going to know anything is by having a perspective. The only way you're going to have a perspective is by gaining knowledge. And we really are in a point in time where it is critical that everybody go out. And I'm not saying like, yo, throw your head in the books, but like think critically about what it is that the world needs. And that's what your job is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. So if you feel like the world needs more love, figure out a job that's love and go and do that to the best of your ability. Because I think right now a lot of people, if anyone does feel lost, it is because we're not fully aligned with our higher selves and our destiny.
Definitely. That's the respect, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We all about some higher purpose around this bitch.
Yeah, most definitely.
Man, that's crazy ass world. You gotta have something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got. First of all, shout out to Melodic Mondays and AO Music Group. They had their mixtape listening party yesterday at the Nuttery Buttery. We weren't able to make it due to the weather, but it was nice seeing everybody there and seeing like the feedback they got. I think it's actually out now.
It is.
Okay. So so cool. I listened to like a couple of tracks. Had our guy Una de Uno on it. I know one like Rain Dance. He was talking about some bitch shaking ass. So I wasn't interested. I didn't. Okay. Well, ain't that too bad about? Yeah, I don't like that at all. Like I'm not too critical of that. Yeah, there's nothing too wrong with that. What else we got? Our girl One and Only Phoenix. Her single Grown is dropping July 10th. So she'll see us next week. So hopefully by the time she sees us that following Friday, her shit will drop. So that'll be some good promo. I got Rated R LeVar is dropping some Centaur, I think the name of it is. I might get that wrong, but that's July 10th as well. Shout out to Exchange. It's a spot in it's like a thrift shop in like 757. So I went there when I went to the beach. So shout out to them. Do some good love. Sinclair mixtape out now. You said I get picked?
Yeah.
Nah, they was some fool ass niggas.
Oh,
nah,
okay.
man, nah. Yeah, give them the shout out.
Hey, cancel Jay one day.
Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. Veteran video out now by boy Sinclair, and like I said, yeah, all the shit be in the description, everything we talked about. So yeah, and that's all I got. So
Shout out to my little brother, 19 years old today.
Hey, happy
oh,
birthday.
his young ass, that's crazy. I just saw his like live thing too. So yeah, I'm sure he turned it
We
up.
still got the Wendy's
That's
episode up.
Hell yeah, and his pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you was cussing them out, yeah,
Yeah.
weak as hell. But
Hey,
yeah.
hey, we went back and we got it straight. So yeah.
Go ahead, take us out.
Shout
there,
out to
Nick.
RBA artists everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Stay solid, Rocky.
Keep working
Holla.
hard.
keep doing it.
And Drew's
Oh,
esophagus
shout out
back
Drew.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Drew.
Yeah, Mike Man.
Shout
yeah.
out to Drew. Yeah.
Even though you fucked us, you know, we still love you.
Oh, man.
Can't hear nothing but the shout out. So we hear nothing but
I got y'all now. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, and now we're rolling.
So I want to thank Sinclair, Miles.
Yeah, thank you for having
Hey.
me, man.
Happy to have y'all, you know, on the 804 podcast. You know what it is. Oh,
Definitely coming to the cipher.
yeah, we're gonna have an 804 podcast cipher, J1 Day 1 cipher, one of these days. Get all the.
That cipher might be 50 minutes long, but yeah, but we lit. Yeah,
It'll be
we
long
lit.
as a
Yeah,
bitch.
hell yeah.
Like,
I got the beats if y'all need
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna need about a couple of them. Yeah, just give us the LP, nigga, and then we just go off. Yeah, right. Yeah,
We're
go.
gonna have to do
Yeah,
that in parts.
yeah.
Like, yo.
16 fingers of death. Yeah, so yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, so I'm Nick,
Jesse.
Alex,
and thank you again to Miles and Sinclair for us. We out.
we out.